Welcome back to Rough Restos. I'm Jordan, and you guys may be a bit confused because we're going to work on cars again. Now it's been what, 3.5 months, I think, since I touched the Capri, which is not good because obviously when I was last on it, we were meant to be hitting it hard and hitting it until it's finished, and then obviously I started the business and things just completely changed. But I've actually given myself a day off today. Mostly a day off. So, yeah, we're going to touch Capri again. Or start working Capri again. Need to do some work to the Golf first, because that's got a wedding journey to do next month. So I need to clean it up, sort a few mechanical issues out, service it, get it ready for that. But before we do any work on cars, we've got one big issue first. So when a workshop hasn't really been used now for, say, like 3.5 months, and it's been used to bits in the van, running out, and my brother's used it a bits and bobs and stuff. It's just dreadful. I don't know where my tools are, can't find nothing, everything's everywhere. It's just beyond a mess. So I've got to tidy all this up first, sort it out, and actually make myself a nice space to work in before I even try and work, because I'm not even going to attempt to touch anything to do with Capri until this is all tidy and I can think about what I'm doing. And now I have my tools back. So, yeah. You guys, I think, I'm not sure. I've recorded 2 videos prior to this in the last few months on the van and the office. I still haven't edited them. So I don't know if it's coming out before or after that. But either way, the business is doing exceptionally well. Very busy. And I'm slowly getting there. The van build is coming on really well. The office is coming on well. So now I am desperate to start working on my Capri again. So, yeah. Let's sort this absolute disgrace out. See? Look at the layer of dust. See, last time we was in here, we were literally painting all this stuff. Look at the dust on all of it. Just how long it's been. Now, I've been putting this off. I still want to put this off. But I know if I don't do this, I'm not going to get back onto Capri. So I'm going to shut up, I'm going to get dirty, and I'm going to probably spend most of the day sorting this out. Joys! Okay, so time has moved on. It moved on by about a day and a half. What we're sorting out here and doing other bits around the place and some bits on the Golf and whatnot. But the Capri is in the workshop. Now it's been, well, I can't even remember this year. Yeah, it has been a workshop this year. I think it started off the first few days this year in a workshop, and then it went. So we got a lot to do. Now I know when I left off last time, I wanted to sort out these couple little runs I got down here. You probably can't see it. Whether I can be asked to at the minute, or whether I'm going to crack on with actually just starting to reassemble it. I want it rolling because I want to be able to move out of the way, and I also wouldn't mind giving it a wash because it is absolutely hanging. I know I've got some overspray to sort out. The inside is just dusty because obviously all the sound blasting and such creates a lot of dust, and obviously X amount of that will find its way in the car. So yeah, not nice, but it's not in the booth, it's on the ramp. That's a good sign, right? Now, I'm not making any major promises. I'm not sure even when you're going to see this video. I have still got the business to run. But I think now, let's go for it. So, first job, spend the next year removing all this masking tape, which has been on here for months. Not going to come off well, is it? Over here, I think already taking off some of the paint. Now it's just because of previous terrible prep on these wings. Not by me, that one, but I've got to deal with it. So for those of you that watched the paint in this one, we know the wings are buggered. They are going in the bin in the future. So they are what they are. It's not going to be super tidy on the outside for show season. As long as the bay is tidy, I'm happy. So 5 litre V8. I think we left off with sealing the sump, me finishing up the wiring loom for this one on the engine to tidy it up a bit, so the engine loom is all done, ready to go. I have literally got to alter the TPS angle and make that throttle body close just a bit more. I don't know, it's still leaking air somehow. So I need to take it off, modify it, make sure it shuts right up, or work out where that little bit of air's getting in. I don't know. And yeah, then all our shiny parts I showed you a few minutes ago, start bolting them in. But before I can bolt them in and get this thing rolling, we've got to deal with this. So I'll see again in the future. This is going to be sandblasted and done properly when the whole car's done properly and it's all stripped down. Not yet. So for now, we just need to paint over all these welds. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use lanolin lano paint just to blacken up the inside here, give it a little treat, and then I can reassemble suspension and won't have to paint over that. So obviously once I've got the brake lines and suspension and wiring in, I can't really treat it and paint it, so I've got to do that first, annoyingly, but then it'll be done. So I'm going to shut up because I'm speaking loads again, and let's make some progress on this. Another weekend, of course, and I've got almost a day to work on the Capri and play ball, of course. That's just, yeah. Where's ball? Where's ball? So what I've just done, as you may see, I've just quickly masked up any holes that come from the inner wings, and I missed one, into the engine bay, ready to protect inside of here. So I'm going to give it another clean up in here in a minute. All steel has been like it's primed and painted and whatnot in here, so it's literally just a case now of put a protective coating on it, until in the future when I get time to sort of go back to bare metal properly, really. So it's just a bit of a preventative maintenance for now until it's all done proper. So yeah, need to give it another clean up in here in a minute, and then we can give a coat in the inner wings and look after it all. I'm not actually massively worried about doing the inside of these wings because they're going in the bin anyway. So main thing is just the body itself, and anything that's going to really hinder me putting the all the suspension, steering and brake lines back on. So what have we got for this task then? Well, never tried it yet, had it on the shelf for a little while. We've got the Buzzweld Lano paint. So this stuff is basically just a lanolin product, but obviously it's got a pigment in the actual lanolin to give it a like a base, so that colour actually comes through, if that makes sense. So it's already been tinted this kind of pale colour, and I've got a black tinter to go with that to ideally make a black lanolin paint. So it won't dry hard, but it will flash off, kind of I guess like underseal, but it should just provide a good airtight coating that will be fairly durable to one, tidy up under there, and two, give it just some protection for now. So basically this has got to go into there like that, and then we've got to stir it in. This GoPro is falling apart. I'm probably going to have to invest in something new soon, but we have success, I think. So the inside of the arches are all covered in lano paint. Sorry I didn't record anymore, the GoPro died. But both arches are now done, which is good. So not only do they look much tidier, they're also now more protected. Obviously it's protected everywhere I've welded and painted and stripped off previous sealer. So that should be good. So what's next? Well, you might see the Capri's at a bit funny angle. That's because, same issue we had before, there is no weight on the front end. So we need weight on the front end, don't we? Because else this is going to be quite dodgy to work on, and I want the ability to move this thing around again, because at the minute obviously just hogging the ramp. So what do we need to do? Well, we need to dig back through these piles, find all the parts relating to the front suspension, and refit them all. So obviously these here are all the parts we painted up like 4 months ago, or whenever it was, a long time ago now. So I think they're almost dry. Yeah. So front cross member's got to go back on, anti-roll bar, steering rack, all the blocks for the lowering the both of them, strut top plates, the strut tops. Over here, I think in this box, I've never opened it, should be 2 brand new track control arms. Can't remember if I actually bought new ARB bushes or not, or whether they were fine. I can't remember now. Either way, we'll go with it. So we'll do that, and then it will be the first time that this cross member has actually been bolted onto a shell properly since its build. Obviously, beforehand I just had sort of M6 threaded bar going through, pinching it in to mock everything up. So now, with all the proper nuts welded on, we should have high tensile bolts locking it up good and proper. So, I will shut up. Let's make all this crap go back on here. Yay! Not on either GoPro cut out, so I don't know how far you guys saw, but so obviously short of the suspension which I need to replace, I might actually start looking at getting some new struts before this goes on the road, but it's not mandatory because it can go on the road with them absolutely fine. They're all the right sort of height and such, just wouldn't want some new ones. So that's all done, it's all nice in there now. The bay, it's full of shiny parts, so ended up putting in new ARB bushes because I found a brand new set in one of my boxes. New polybush steering rack bushes, I found a set as well, why not? And then put the old gators back on because they were absolutely fine. New track control arms, obviously the steering shafts all back in, cross members back in. The aluminium roller, I think it's a roller bearing, top mounts, forgot now, are all back in with new stainless hardware. So they're all perfect. New track control arms. Yep, new tie rod ends. So that's all in as well. All looking shiny. Even new washers for the ARB. And what I didn't intend to do, but have actually ended up doing, is polybushing the outer bushes of the track control arms. There's only one reason for that. Oh, hey pup. Get attacked by doggy. There's only one reason for that, and that's because for some reason they come with a second set of bushes. I couldn't quite work out why, so I'll be different sizes. So I thought I'll pop the other one out and compare it. No. How on earth do you get them back in? They're easy enough to pop out because you can push a screwdriver in, crinkle them up and push them through. But with the size of these, the opening of the track control arm, and how soft these are, I couldn't work out how you'd actually get them in. I tried all sorts and just could not get them in the arms. Because like, they move too much and yeah, they're too big. But yeah, so what I did is I dug through one of my old boxes, again of stuff I bought for when I was putting this Capri on the road originally, so I don't know how many years ago that was. And I had actually bought like a polybush set for the Capri and never actually used it. I used 2 of the bushes and that was it. So perfect, I actually had a set of brand new poly bushes for the outer bushes on the track control arm. So I poly bushed them as well, just to make my life easier. So they've all been poly bushed, and I've roughly set the track in at a guesstimate. So yeah, it's now a rolling show again, which is good, because it means I can move it around if I need to. But am I going to get any more time on it this weekend? I'm not sure. I've got a busy work week next week, and I've got to finish off a bit of ordering and some stuff for some jobs and getting kit ready tomorrow at some point. So, and I'm out tonight, so not sure I can touch it again this weekend. But ideally next Saturday maybe I can find some time, between weddings and stag do's and all that I've got going on at the minute, and get the brakes in here, because once the brake lines are in, not looking forward to that because I have to drill some holes in the car. But once all the brake lines are in, just puppy, we'll be going in a minute, then we can pop the engine mounts back in, and then I can't see any reason why we can't just finish off a few bits at the back, finish off a few bits on the engine, and the engine and gearbox can all go back in. Everything's all, yeah, no, I can't see any reason why they couldn't go in. So that'd be nice. That, or I do the wiring first and I modify and put an extendable wiring loom through the wing here and do it for headlights, although I haven't managed to find what headlights I want yet, so I don't know how and what altering the wiring. But I think I'm going to go edit this video now to get it out, because it has been, as you guys know, months and months. Well, it's got to be at least 3 months since I put out a Capri video, and I think at least 2 months since I put out a workshop office build video. So I've got 2 office videos to edit, and now I'm going to have this Capri one to do as well. So I'm really sorry that I'm so behind. Just life's got in the way, and obviously the business has been very important because that's my livelihood and that's what pays for this kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm glad we're finally back on it. I'm now starting to get the business sort of more. I've now, well, not nowhere near finished setting it up, but I'm at a stage now where I've set up most of it, and I can start finding time again to get back on this thing, because I want it on the road and it's going to be so much fun. So yeah, let's crack at it. Let's get it done. Thank you for watching, and with any luck, I'll see you again next time.